Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. We start on the daily chart here. The situation hasn't changed in the last basically couple of weeks. So the chart is still in this sideways consolidation pattern. And you see it here. It's not a beautiful triangle anymore. It was in the beginning, but that's not so important. I think what is important is that the price tried to break to the downside of this triangle, failed. We broke to the upside without any real follow through, but we have seen a nice large green candle yesterday. And now we're consolidating just above the lower, the upper boundary line of this triangle. I mean, you see, this was a trend line with like 3, maybe even 4 touch points. We've now broken above it and we're holding above it. So maybe we just come down here for a retest. Could very well be to maybe, I don't know, 118.3k or so, and then take off. Just something to observe. My main view at the moment is that this internal wave 4 has bottomed. And you will see that on the smaller time frame as well in the wave patterns, which are more detailed. So we're going to take a look at the 30-minute chart or 15-minute chart in a minute. Yeah, the overall idea is wave 4 bottomed, and that's because we have seen a 5-wave advance. Now, careful, this was already a 5-wave move up on the 15th of July, a possible 5-wave move up, which didn't hold up. It didn't form a higher low. Well, it did first, but there was no higher high afterwards, so this setup did lead to nothing. But the larger support is still holding. Again, these are all highlighted on the smaller time frame, but I sometimes find it helpful to just take a look at the larger time frame, the overall context first. And yeah, so this is another attempt for the price to turn around to the upside. There is a possible 5-wave move up from the Friday low, and so we need to take a look at the smaller time frame to understand the nanostructures. Bigger picture wise, on the larger time frame, what we want to see is the price move ideally towards 130k closer. I still see the potential of 2 more highs in this structure, as you can see there on the chart. So I want to see 1 more higher high in wave 5 of 3, another higher low, and another higher high. That would be really ideal. So now let us take a look at the smaller time frame. And on the smaller time frame, here you can see this whole consolidation. It wasn't even a deep pullback, but this consolidation. Price hit the 50% retracement just below 115k on Friday. And this is now where it's getting interesting. I've made a tiny adjustment to the nanostructure since the last video update, but I can interpret this as a 5-wave move up. Now, the white scenario, and I mentioned that in the last video already, the white scenario seems like the better count. The count that makes more sense because it gives me a cleaner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So five waves. And you might recall, like in one of yesterday's videos, I said like that even in the white scenario, we might see 1 more high because in the 5th wave, we also look for 5 waves, right? Actually, it's probably like that. So we also look for 5 waves, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have even 5 waves in the 5th wave. It is a pretty perfect looking 5-wave advance. And if we now hold in any pullback above $115,780, then we might go up directly in a 3rd wave. So that's why I said my main interpretation is that the wave 4 bottomed on Friday because of the 5-wave move up. So I've been highlighting from the beginning that if we see 5 up, that's our signal. Now, it's not a guarantee, and it's always the pullback that confirms this. And the support area is 115,783 to 117,826. But I have to say, if this is the wider 1-2 setup, or just a smaller 1-2 setup, yeah, with another 1-2, so basically a nested 1-2, 1-2 setup, that will only be decided in this current pullback. I can see the orange scenario play out as well, but it needs to hold above $118,324, and I need to see some kind of a reaction now from here. Bitcoin has lost a little bit of momentum since yesterday, which is okay because we do have 5 waves up. And in the other scenario in orange, we do have a 1-2-1-2 setup. So I can definitely see here a potential reversal to the upside, either from here or from the lower box. But below 115,783, I would have to reinterpret this. But this is a possible 1-2 setup in white or a 1-2-1-2 setup in orange. I would myself prefer the wider wave 2 because it just is more in line, I think, with Elliott Wave guidelines. Because while I can see here 5 waves up in the first wave 1, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 2 was really shallow, but that happens sometimes in crypto. Yeah, it's not, it's just not the I think the most reliable wave 2 pullback. So we can't really rely on it. Yeah, that's why we have here the upper support area that tells us when the more directly bullish scenario becomes far less likely, which is below 118,324, and the invalidation point is the swing low there at around $117,900. And those are the levels to watch out for today. And if we get any break now above yesterday's high, 119,830, I think we might be in the breakout. So yeah, that's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. I also invite you to join us on X. We're building a growing community there as well. You get additional updates, additional video updates, coins that we don't normally cover on YouTube. So check it out if you're interested. You can also discuss, ask questions, and much more. I'll post a link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching the videos on this YouTube channel. If you've been thinking about joining MCO as a member, now might be a great time. You can use the link in the video description and apply the discount code right below it. You will get 50% off your first month of our Gold membership, and you can explore everything we offer. It's the easiest way to test the membership, see if it's a good fit for you, and get a feel for the community, join the conversation, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in our member area.